Oh, sweet Wampa. Markiplier's about to give birth. Get off the door, boy. But the baby keeps fighting. Baby Gronk, he'll eat the raccoon. Kevin is still evil. Big Ounce eating the Wamadelic. And then we can start farming people. Good morning, everybody. We have one more drop of lumber coming here. Markiplier's about to give birth any moment now. Look how fat this girl is. And I've locked the kangaroos and the cappies together, but the baby keeps fighting because he wants all this food to himself. Also, all the grass back here is finally cut now. The Pob and Queen don't live in a big forest anymore. And because I don't want Petunia in the way, she's going to be keeping our other little friend here company. This is what I sincerely hope is the last load of lumber we'll ever need for this last flight pen here. And like I've said before, this is the size requirement for rehabilitating eagles and osprey. But Garbanzo Beans is doing well, and he's got his full plumage now. This boy's just a beautiful adult rowan. Chicken moment. It's a very big day today, you guys. I'm feeding myself and all the animals. We got a large rat for the last raccoon we have left, and a medium mouse for Gustavo. Gee, I sure can't wait till this is just an office. Also, the foundation's shifting so much that our vinyl planks are starting to come off. And there's cracks in the walls and the framing. I suppose it still is a crack house after all. And while those mice are thawing, I suppose I'll take Big Ounce out to his little play area. But look at this, you guys. No more weeds everywhere. Normally, I'd let Big Ounce play in here, but there's a big old cringe raccoon in the corner. And I'm slowly keeping this guy in here until he's not social enough to leave. But he likes it in here. He's got his watermelon, he's got his food, and he's even got a little diving board that he can jump off into this pool. This is a lovely place for just one raccoon, but we're all out of raccoons now, so I'm gonna wait till this guy is wild enough to go back. But I can't put Big Ounce in there or else he'll eat the raccoon. Man, this boy sure is tinky. I got these logs in Alabama to make these things look nice, but we now have no more animals in any of these enclosures, or pigeons in the pigeon loft even. So we got a lot of potential here to rescue a lot of animals for next spring. And we're going into what's called the off season right now for wildlife rehabilitation, because the only animals that we're getting are just little injured ones. But look at all this fresh grass for Biggerton to eat. And last night I had a dream, you guys, that we got 10 prairie dogs in one night. So we filled this whole area with dirt, and this was just a big ounce-topia. Let me know if you guys think we should do that in a year. All my trees are getting eaten by that dang worm again, and this happens every year. But that's okay, because they'll bounce back in the spring. And Garbanzo Beans and all my cichlids in here are thriving. We officially now have all the material we need to finish this enclosure. Oh, here comes Garbanzo Beans. Kevin is still evil per usual. And New Remington basically just thinks that he's a Rhea now. And I'm now getting a little bit concerned about Markiplier, and I'm going to call the vet pretty soon because she is very overdue for labor. Look how beautiful those udders are. She could also just have twins. Looks like Kevin's squaring up with this ostrich hen. And also, I'm starting to think the Homelander here might be a woman too. Let me know what you guys think. It's probably just because he's a little over a year old, but this man is not showing any signs of becoming a man. So we might just end up having a bunch of eggs next year, which would be pretty cool. And come next spring, all these guys will be laying eggs as well. So once we get all the grass planted again here and everything separated, this will be a beautiful little fall. This place is also slowly starting to come together, even though there's a bunch of scratches on this thing now. Should be getting the rest of the electric fixtures installed by the end of this week, and they should be done with the paint. So probably by the end of October, I should be moved into here, and then we can keep the entire old... Oh, it's me! We can keep the entire old house as an office. And then I won't have to live in a 600 square foot crack den anymore. Well, since Uncle Ben got rich, he's changed. Yeah, I got a bit more money, you guys, but I'm still the same old me. I'm just like every one of you guys. I hand feed flies in my house to spiders every day, just like you guys. Eat up, little fella. See, guys, I get woken up in my bed by flies every morning, just like you. I call this one Bartholomew. Is that Baby Gronk? Baby Gronk here at the Urban Rescue Ranch? Look at this, you guys. She just comes in here, poops on the counter, lays an egg somewhere. Get off my porch! Look, guys, she's coming right back in here with us standing here. She probably has to lay an egg. Get out of here. She thinks this house is just for her. Get out of here. Get out of here! She just sits right here. Look, I think she needs to lay an egg. Yeah, look. Look at her butt flexing. Oh yeah, she's about to lay an egg, look. I'll live in a 1,200 square foot crack den. Things are coming together a bit faster now, so thank you all for praying if you saw that in the last video. Patrick is starting to turn into a real man now. Look at these little glands on his nose. And him and little Master Oogway over here, who's sitting in the shade. Both have their nice little pools again. A nice pool for each of my two beautiful sons. One of the melons I smashed last year here is finally starting to grow. And maybe if I stop thawing frozen rodents in my sink, the same that I use for doing my dishes, because I don't have a dishwasher, maybe old Uncle Ben will be able to attract a mate. And then we can start farming people instead of crocodiles. Oh, look at this precious boy. Good morning, Gustavo. You ready, buddy? You ready to jump for it? Yeah, come on, boy. Come on. Yeah. Big, beautiful, strong man. And look how nice and clean the water is in here too, you guys. Now that I stopped using organic plant matter. Fake plants for the win with these crocodilians. And look at that man just annihilate that humanely euthanized mouse. Yeah, I might have to get him another one later today. And maybe someday he'll be big enough to eat one of these. No, Gustavo, that's too big for you, buddy. It's too big for you, Gustavo. Give it back. That's for a raccoon. The boy's eyes are bigger than his stomach. Give it back, Gustavo. Come on. So if you guys are new here, I'm a certified wildlife rehabber, and this is a raccoon that a woman raised that was way too friendly because the woman raised it with her dogs illegally, meaning she didn't have permits. Because of that, this guy is a little bit too friendly. In order to get him not friendly, I have him in this nice large enclosure here. Until now, this man has just been raised on kibble. And if you guys remember, I did this same exact thing for those foxes. I just leave it right here and I let him find it on his own. But he does have tons of enrichment in here, lots of little things to climb up, and even a little toy. But as you can see, he's a little bit of a goob and would rather be out here playing with me than in there. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's not gonna be easy to get this guy back to the wild. Worst case scenario, we'll probably be able to find a nice zoo or something for him to be an educational ambassador at if he can't make it back to the wild. But I think there's still a chance. Get off the door. Go. Oh. Get off the door, boy. Get off. You see how he's too friendly, you guys? A normal raccoon would not let me do this to him. And I do want to limit interactions with him, but at the same time, I need him to get off the door here. So I'm going to leave him alone in here. And every 4 days, the cappy water gets truly disgusting. That's nasty. And while that's draining, I give him a little watermelon. Watermelons. Yeah, that's real good content. That's real good content for my capybara mukbang channel. Keep it up, you guys. Oh, that's real. I promise I'm going to post. I promise I didn't just make it for a week and then stop posting after we got 100,000 subscribers. Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's real nice. Harbor. Also, there's a ton of grackles being cringe up in these trees. I think they're eating those worms. Yeah, they're eating all the worms that are eating my trees. Happy with the dark skin for today. Somehow this turkey got in here and he's been enjoying this little creek that we make every 4 days.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues.
But pretty soon it's gonna get a little bit colder. We're gonna get a lot more rain. All of this grass is gonna start to finally grow back, and in 1 to 2 weeks these guys will be completely done with that eagle enclosure, and hopefully we'll have no more contractors coming back here at all. And for the first time in about 1.5 years, Uncle Ben will finally have this whole property all to himself, because there hasn't been a single week that's gone by in the last 1.5 years where I haven't had a bunch of men come by and get at least some kind of work done. That's just how it be around here, and that sure takes a toll on one's mental health. But don't worry guys, I'll start to make videos a little bit more frequently now that things are coming to a close here. Pumpkin. Oh, sweet wampum. And even after 2 years and 70 hours of trash cleanup at least, every time it rains, we still get a new layer of glass and spark plugs and other things from the car shop that used to be here. And I think it'll truly never end until we just lay a ton of sod down in here, which I'm gonna have to do as soon as it gets a little bit colder and we start getting rain. All right, that's it for the chores today. This water's filling up. These guys are eating the dang gourds. And now I just need to move the baby and his wife back out into their paddock. Look at this precious little woman. Come on, the baby, get out of here.
Come on, son. There we go.
Okay, I'll go ahead and give this last pumpkin to Pobbers and Queen because it's a little something for them to play with. And pumpkin's okay for dogs to eat too. But thank you guys so much for watching these little iPhone videos for all these years. And by that, I mean the last 2 years since we started. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Because it's finally not 100 degrees. Here's a video of me and Pog and Queen cuddling on the trampoline. Bye-bye. I told you guys. Oh, funny voiceover, blah, blah, blah. Like this video now or I'll kill your family. Look at this tiny little earth snake, you guys. This is either an earth snake or a worm snake. Big Ounce eating the Wamadellin for today? That's much too much food for you, little man. It's not 100,000 degrees anymore, so I'm cleaning up my living room. Please let me find a beautiful, thick muscle mommy for this man. 5-time Emmy Award winner, 4-time decorated Medal of Honor recipient, and a key player and operative during the Osama bin Laden assassination in 2008. He also had a large hand to play in the creation and violations of the Geneva Convention, and the world would be much better. Ooh, look at that fly. So if you have a female prairie dog as a pet that you're just sick of, or that you love dearly and would never give up for anything, please consider donating her to our harem. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, almost forgot to tell you.